Right, well, we're in the middle of Storm Eunice or Frank or Dudley or wherever it is, so can't get the boat out again for another weekend. But it is spur dog season, and that means that for about a month off the coast of Suffolk you can catch these beautiful spur dogs. Now the problem is, the spur dog's got teeth. So what I'm going to show you now is a rig of how to rig up for this. Could work for conger, for shark, for tope, or for spur dogs, which is what we're going to use. And it's going to make sure that the teeth don't bite through or have the opportunity to bite through the monofilament and therefore lose your fish. I'm also going to manually offset a couple of hooks as well. I'll do that at the end just to show you how I do that. But nice simple rig. Let's hope it's something that you can use from here. But remember, this is only the way I do it. This isn't the best way. This isn't the be all and end all. This is my way. So in my head, the best way. Let's do it. Okay, so the basic idea of this is that you got a 6/0 meat hook. That's then connected to a 8-10 inch wire trace onto a nice big swivel, which then leads to a 40-pound hook length. I suppose it's not actually called the hook length anymore, is it? Because that's the hook length, the actual wire. But so a length of amnesia, 40 pound amnesia, which then will connect up to a normal running ledger. Now, if that's sort of simple enough for you guys to work out, great stuff. Crack on. If not, we're going to run through it step by step now. Should be nice and easy. Okay, I'm going to make up a couple of different ones, but this is the basic idea. I'm going to use these 6/0 Cox and Rule meat hooks. Lovely strong hooks. They're not going to bend or anything, and they're beautifully sharp as well. I've just screwed a screw into my worktop, and that's so that I can use that to sort of work and lay out my rig. Now here's the wire. Breaking strain on this is 27 kilos, so double that, add a bit for pounds, and you're getting close to 60-pound breaking strain, which is more than ample. Now this is nylon coated with some sort of PVC coating, so you actually lock it together by heating it up. Cut it there with my nice rusty pliers, and to get this tied onto the hook length, go through the eye once, through the eye again, the same direction, and then come out. I'll try and make that as neat as possible. Obviously it's metal, so it's not as, there you go, so it's all heading in the right direction, and then give it a couple of twists. And hold it on the one more twist. That's 4 twists round. Heat up the nylon. Might as well heat up all of it. And the important bit is to let it cool down in the set position. Fan. And once it's cooled down, which is pretty quick, that will be strong as an ox. So there's your first hook tied on. Now the same thing, we've got to tie, we've got to melt on a swivel to this end. So same thing, through once, through twice, lock that in, and then obviously there's a swivel, so it's a little bit different. You can't just twist it, because the idea of a swivel is to untwist. So twist. Hopefully it's not gonna fit over there. Should have used my trusty nail. Right, so with the swivel, twist, and then it's just a case of, again, lighting it, melting the PVC down. Hopefully you'll be able to see the difference there. let it cool. And that'll be strong as houses. Same as normal, just trim off any ends because you don't need them. They're only going to get in the way or caught up with weed or whatever. These are probably too big, these pliers, for the job. Get some snips. Snips. Smaller snips. Snip, snips. Just trim them off. There you go. First wire hook length. And that will be as strong as you like. Right, next stage, got some 40-pound amnesia hook length. This is just going to be as if we were tying it onto a normal rig. So it'll just be a simple blood knot, easy peasy. Not going to go through the basics of doing this, not here, but a little bit of salivation for the lubrication of the line. Don't use your teeth, use your teeth. And there you got your blood knot, trim that up later. So the next stage is this wire, this line here, is the one that goes off to my rod and reel. I've then got my running ledger, which is my zip slider here. This is the bit that stays on the ground, and then the fish pulls on this end, and then that's what gives you your twitch at the end of the rod. So I've got my zip slider, got a bead on there to protect the knot when that does tighten up and when it does play. I'm then going to go swivel to clip to swivel, and this swivel is going to be tied to the end of my hook length. So that's going to be tied onto there, and then that's going to attach to my wire. So that's going to be the sum total of my rig. Now whether I use that big clip there or whether I use like a Gemini quick link, I'm not 100% sure yet, but we're going to be a bit trial and error really. I think I'm going to use a Gemini quick link because they're going to have stronger capacity. Okay, last little bit that I'm going to do, I'm going to put a slight offset in the hook. So here we've got your hook and your melted on wire. I'm just going to put it into a vise, and all I'm going to do is get a pair of pliers and very gently, not gently, nothing really gentle about this at all, if I'm honest, give it a twist and a bit of a bend over, just to take the shank and the hook point so they're not in line anymore. Okay, they are slightly offset, and that should allow for better bites and better bait presentation as well. Should allow the hook to actually hook up rather than possibly bounce off the fish's mouth. So there's just another little thing that I'm going to do to try and get these rigs better. Okay, so final stage is to test out all the knots and all the glued bits. So I've got my screw, I've got my hook to it, and then I'm just going to give it a couple of winds around my hand and give it a proper good, I mean that's going to take most things, isn't it? That's not coming at all. That's got most of my body weight on that. Before that starts going through my fingers, I'll leave it as that and call it a job well done. So hopefully out on the spur dogs in the next couple of weeks. See you when we get out there.